Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, this is the day after, right? I wasn't gonna say nothing about the best boxer in the world, Terence Bud Crawford, after the historical day, having a parade in his hometown of Omaha. Then his birthday, like we got the same birthdays. It was cool. We're pretty similar on everything, except that I ain't as awesome as this dude. You know what I'm saying? But we kind of stand for things. Because if you don't stand for stuff, you're gonna fall for everything. So I roll with Terence Crawford. Y'all know that. I wasn't until after he beat Gamboa. But he's had a real good career, awesome career. But people were saying that he didn't have an awesome career, because that's how New Russia rolls. We have a lot of media out there that work vigorously for you to downplay this man. And one of the things that they really do all the time in New Russia is they'll say, well, unfortunately, we're going to have to say a whole lot of fighters aren't good, right? A whole lot of fighters. And that's when, I'm surprised that the boxing world, not now after beating Canelo, right? Or not after beating Errol Spence. Damn it, after beating Victor Postal. After beating Julius Ndungo and becoming undisputed. After distancing himself from Felix Diaz, right? There's all these fights. There's not been a close fight. You're not supposed to distance yourself from a Felix Diaz, and beat a Julius Ndungo with a body shot. A very, very confident Julius Ndungo, just coming off of Troy Nowski and Ricky Burns. Victor Postal, he had to beat the confidence out of this undefeated Ukrainian. Y'all know Ukraine bring the pain. Then Jeff Horn. After beating Manny Pacquiao, Jeff Horn was doing ridiculous stuff like calling out Errol Spence, right? This is what people try to act like they didn't see. Totally confident. And the smaller, you could just go look at how much smaller Terence Crawford was, beating Jeff Horn, stopping him. Jeff Horn is a damn middleweight. Jose Benavidez was a middleweight. Kell Brook, a middleweight. Sean Porter, a middleweight. Errol Spence, a middleweight. Mean Machine, maybe a junior middleweight, right? Doing all those things, and we, the boxing community and the mainstream media, right? Those people said all of these boxers aren't anything, right? Understanding that the ones for PBC, standing behind the gate talking about, I get you, but I can't because I'm behind the, I can't fight you. But, oh, by the way, what is Manny Pacquiao doing? Y'all didn't see that? Manny Pacquiao was on the other side of the street, same side of the street with Terence Crawford. Same side of the street. And he didn't fight Terence Crawford. They just kept him away from Terence Crawford. Extra. And they said it. We don't want Manny Pacquiao to get hurt messing around with Terence Crawford. It's a young version of Floyd Mayweather with more power. We are not doing that. Right? And all the PBC guys wasn't trying to fight him either. Right? So that's awesome. We're talking about awesome guys. The Danny Garcias, the Keith Thurmans, although Keith Thurman was going through his injuries at the time. They wasn't in a hurry. Right? And then finally, the world pushed Sean Porter on him, right? Pushed Sean Porter on him, and then he finally fought his friend. He didn't want to do that. So anyway, long story short, right now the guy beat your boy Errol Spence. Then he goes and he beats Canelo Alvarez when a lot of people thought he couldn't beat Canelo Alvarez. He was too small. He goes and does that, right? And now people are understanding his talent level. Awesome. So he gets a parade, about a second or third parade in Omaha, and, gets the keys to the city. This is the second time he gets the key to the city from the mayor. But on his way home, he gets stopped by a racist policeman at gunpoint. They say that they saw guns in the car, but at gunpoint. And you're in Omaha, where, damn it, it should be a statue of the guy. Everybody in Omaha should know Terence Crawford, should know him, because he's the one putting y'all on the map. And they stopped the guy. Says he was reckless driving. I don't know how reckless it could possibly be, because the guy doesn't drink or smoke. So let's just see what the investigation says. But at the bottom of the line, he stopped at gunpoint. Everybody knows it now. You're not seeing nothing new here. It's just my perspective of it. It's a new Russian thing. what we're doing is white supremacy is running rampant. But we got terrorists went to January 6th to attack our government, ready to hang the vice president. And in that country, nothing happens to them. They get pardoned. Now, these same white supremacists that were doing that are running around and the ICE agents covered up, harassing people. And it's not considered harassing because the people that they're harassing aren't white. You can go join the Ku Klux Klan every damn day and nothing is considered. They're not even considered terrorists. So that's the bottom line. Now, when it comes to blacks, what are we still doing? Singing the national anthem with everything we got, running, American flag everywhere. So therefore, they like, we got too many brothers that don't, just say something about it one day and then try to find excuses for these people. There's no reason to go and do that to Terence Crawford and his team. That's what happens on New Russian soil. It's a shame, but it's what's happening. So the key is to react. Make sure they understand that you've understood what's going on. You can't go, the next time, you're there, you're a proud American. No, you're proud of a country that is a democracy. You're proud of those ideologies. You're not proud of a white supremacist country, aka New Russia. So make sure that they understand that you're not. This with Terence Crawford is just a microcosm of what happens daily. So make sure your voice is heard. Now, people don't see me. YouTube ain't letting me come up. That's why y'all only get this. Ain't gonna be no editing or nothing because I already know what time it is. This is how I'm gonna roll, period. So, I've accepted that ain't gonna happen. I'm glad I found out early before I start putting too much time into this. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Principles are more important than that little money. I got my money from somewhere else. But at the end of the day, that happened to Terence Crawford. But the question is, are you surprised? And the other question is, what the hell are you going to do about it? Doma Sports Talk Worldwide.